What's going on, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Sunday Breakdown. If you haven't seen the first episode, go ahead and check it out up here, and I'll also link it down in the description. So this was a session from like 2 months ago. The main focus of the session, standing tricks, scoot dubs, triple cork attempts. And this was the warm-up, so. I like to start with tumbling, like I said in the last breakdown. Usually like standing tucks and try to really see how high I can get my standing tuck. Really trying to keep it in the same spot. But really just trying to work on really getting that set. Now in this one, I set up, I had no clue if I wanted to do an under tuck and over tuck, but that's really what happened. Because this hand right here is doing a side tuck on the side of my leg, and this one's doing an under tuck. And it was all messed up. I landed alright, but the tuck was just messed up. I also like to get multiple angles of my tucks as well. So I make sure I get that side angle. And just kind of really make sure all the shapes are correct. Make sure when I lift, I'm not really traveling back too far, but I'm really trying to make sure I just jump straight up and also throw my hips a little bit forward. Again, my arms could be a little bit more up on my ears opposed to in front of me. That way I can get a little bit more height. But again, this is just the warm up, just kind of see how my body feels. I'm working on over tucking because I do want to standing double back, at least like off some blocks or something. We'll see where that goes. Then we're to do some fulls. Now, this tech right here, my friend Aspen does this, where he has his left arm in the middle of his legs and then the right arm goes behind. I like to play around with other people's tech just to kind of see why it works for them. From what I noticed, it really helps you get that lift up and that flip forward, and you can see I can almost like treble twist standing dub here to kind of just time out the dub without really throwing the dub and committing to it. But that technique really shows me like I can probably throw a dub that day, a standing dub that day. Now this is a more trigger technique where instead of throwing it down and up and over the top, you really throw it more to the side. So you see my arms go right to my right side here, and I throw it straight over to the side, and I spot down, and I bend my legs a little bit, but that axis is more sideways opposed to vertical up and down. From there, I just started throwing standing dubs, just kind of see, it felt pretty good. And I threw a few, I got gassed out a little bit, but I'm really just trying to work on that technique. And you see my right leg still does that thing where it gets straight in the twisting. This was like 2 months ago, so I'm still working on it, but it's just a habit. Like my left leg will cross over, and that last twist, it's that full on figure four. I just hate that. I just need to be a little bent so I can get that flip down a little bit easier. But I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Now this can be the scoot dub montage. I'm just gonna let some of these play through and just talk about scoot dubs in general because they're all pretty much the same. But scoot is probably like my weakest setup. And scoot dubs, for some reason, I just can't really get that flip over the top like I want it to. Like you see, I did a lot of step outs, but like when I would go up, it's like my left shoulder is dropping down. I need that left shoulder flipped up a little bit faster and drop my right shoulder down. Also, I want to spot a little bit longer so I can really get my hips over the top more to get that flip started. And also when I twist, arms never really get fully in until about the end of the double twist. I'm doing triples by the second twist, that's when they're fully in. They need to be together pretty much on the first half of the twist. So I just gotta work on really get my arms in more. But another problem that I think I have with my swing throughs, you see my right arm is really tucking in right there. I'm not really twisting with my left arm. My left arm is just in. I need to be trying to pull it to the left as well. For some reason, I forget the habit of pulling my left arm, so I'm using this video as a reminder. To use my left arm, and if you're twisting, use all your body parts to help you. Don't just use that one. Remember that and work on it this upcoming week. But even when I land, you see my left arm, like my body's completely this way opposed to my left arm pulling it in, aligning it so I can really swing it back. So I just hate that. I really hate that. Like every dub is like this. But I'm really trying to just think, get that right hip up, but I need to think, pull with that left elbow back. And you see my arms still aren't together, not together, not together. And then finally it's in. Because then it makes it so much harder to swing my dubs. Which I'm seeing now, which is why I like doing these breakdowns. So I can really honestly judge myself and study myself so I can work on some and get better at it. And then also y'all can see how I'm thinking about it. That was a pretty decent swing through. My feet, they're apart. They could get a lot more together. I noticed, I don't think my right heel ever touches when I do any of these scoot dubs. If you notice my right heel, it never touches the ground, which I think it needs to snap and get a little bit more pop. So I'm gonna work on snapping my right heel down. It's like the small things like that you don't notice until you really break it down. Scoot dubs just weren't working out. And then I think I even went to cart dubs after this. And the cart dubs were just like the scoot dubs. Now there's one cart dub in here that's probably like my worst cart dub I've done. And I don't know why, like cart dubs they're just so bad for me. Like, but I've been working on getting them better. You'll see my upcoming sampler. That was just like a weird one. Like that just didn't even feel right. And like that one felt better. But even then, I think my left, like if you look at my left arm, I don't think it's really helping me pull. It's going up, and then it's just kind of in there, but it's not really driving anything. And again, my arms don't get together until about that last twist. See, it stops and just my shoulder just starts dropping. I need to start pulling my left shoulder back and pulling it up there. My carts just don't feel like they used to. And then I did an under-rotated D-leg twist. I need to stop doing these under rotations because that's how I broke my toes. But I was like D-leg, and then I thought about like, can I twist here? Let me just do like a half twist to see. But that half twist decision, the thing is in SOTS, it's that twist on my right foot right around here. That's just dangerous to be doing. But man, I just can't really get that flip right. Is this the one I fell on? Yeah, like, and the reason why I fell on this one is because I tried to change the technique. If you're gonna really change something, you have to commit to it and make it feel completely different. So I was thinking, you know what, my left arm is just down the whole time I'm really driving my right arm. What if I lead up with my left arm first and then pull? Let's see what happens. When you do that, you can know what does work and what doesn't work. If you fail, you know that doesn't work. Don't do that, so then do something else. But I was really driving with my left arm here, you see. I was driving with the left arm, and then I pulled it down. I think that just messed up all my timing. And then it kind of just dropped, and then, I don't know, I just got kind of lost. And then the landing was, I don't know. It just didn't flip right, everything was just wrong about it. But then, I actually moved on, I forgot about this, I moved on to, I saw Ethan Turner doing, it was like cart hyper to GMS. And I was working on my cart twist, trying to get them a little bit more rotated. You can see these are a little bit under rotated right there. I'm trying to get a little bit more around. And that was the one that was like, okay, I know I got that fully rotated. The way he kind of did it was more like a front handspring twist hyper. So I always relate back to tumbling because that's the basics. That's how you can get really good at just staying linear and stuff. And then you can change around with tricking. So then I started doing some front handspring twist hypers, whatever you want to call it. I just kind of worked that on my side, and then I went from the cartwheel setup on my trigger side and I applied the same technique, and you got cartwheel twist hyper, the cartwheel twist hyper kind of movement. So then I tried to combo to GMS, worked out pretty decently, just did cartwheel dub after. Again, I wish I had my dubs where I could actually just swing it consistently. I just don't think I could like swing consistently. I know I need to do it more. I just need to like spend a whole week where I just train cart dub swings. Couldn't save the swings, lost momentum. So then I start working on playing around with keeping my feet in place for TDR and trying to keep that small space, see how that made the flip. And then I went into stretching that same TDR out and going for triple cork. Because I really wanted to kind of just see where I was with triple cork. At this time, I don't think I landed it yet because my toes are still kind of bugging me. But I could at least throw it and commit to it again. These are some of the first ones I actually threw. But my main problem with triple cork, I see. I really gotta work on getting my hips more underneath me and not swinging. You can see it here definitely. Everything's going towards the right of the screen. I'm swinging everything to the right opposed to get everything aligned, and my touchdown rise. I think even my touchdown rise is off. Like it goes that way, which is why it swings that way. I need to learn how to do arrows and stuff on here. I'm gonna learn how to do arrows in After Effects or something. If my triple cork started here and then went that way, that would be a good swing through alignment for my foot placement, but I started from here opposed to over here. That's why I gotta get my TDR set up better as well. 2, 3, because the full twist technically is still facing that way. I have to be facing them for the full 3 twists, which is way harder, so. That's the end of the session. But yeah, that was just a session I was working on twisting like 2 months ago. I'm trying to start with sessioning longer. My main problems I saw with the twisting was I'm not using my left arm to help me twist at all. And I also gotta work on like head placement and just shoulder placement. But I've actually been working on twisting since then, and I actually did like a quad on trampoline. My first quad on trampoline since I broke my toes, I think. That made me feel really good. If you made this far and you liked the video, go ahead and tap the like button down below. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing if you aren't already. I'm gonna try to start doing these every Sunday at least. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Down in the comments, let me know if you want a trampoline breakdown, because I have some trampoline sessions I want to do. So let me know if you want a trampoline breakdown next Sunday.